Well, hello, YouTubers, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitter. This is Katherine Johnson, servant of the Lord. I want to thank you for tuning into my channel, where God has sent me back to give you another message from the throne room. And God said that church repent because Black Lives Matter. God is concerned about racism in the church. I hear the Lord saying that the most segregated day of the week is Sunday. And it should not be, for my house should be a house of prayer for all nations, says God. And I have spoken to you leaders regarding diversity in my house. And many of you have not listened. You've disobeyed me. And what really concerns me is the comments you make in your private conversations with those that feel the same way that you feel about other races. I had the Lord saying that He hears what you're saying, and Satan hears it too. He says, very hurtful. I hear the Lord saying, what do you see, Pastor, when you see a black man or a black woman? Do you see a human like yourself? Do you see someone with a purpose and destiny that could be you? What do you see, says God? What are you conditioned for? Does your heart go cold? For even in this day and hour, I hear the Lord saying He's raised up this issue of racism and put it in the face of the church, because He says He's judging His church. One of the reasons He's judging it, because, and this is not just for white churches, it's for black churches and other races, Hispanic, because you have not fulfilled my commission, says God. Did not tell you to go into the world and preach the gospel, make disciples out of men. You have not done what I've asked you to do, and I am judging you today. Many of your doors will not open again, says God, until you repent, until you do what I have called you to do. For many of you say, I love you, Lord. But God says, how can you love me who you have not seen and hate your brother who you see? God says, you a liar and the truth is not in you. And many in the church have been quiet. God said He's concerned about that. You have not spoken up about injustices. God says that you expose the work of darkness. You're not to participate in any works of darkness, but you're to expose them. And you have not done that, says God. Many of you, out of fear, have not spoken up. God said, I didn't give that to you. I didn't give you the spirit of fear. Many of you are confused. I didn't give you that spirit out of confusion. God says, you're bringing strange fire to me. And you're wondering why everything has been shut down. Well, God says, I'm judging you. I'm judging my house. Because I'm very worried. For many sheep have been scattered, have been killed because of how you have handled my house. And did not say in my word that there's neither Jew nor Greek, bond or slave. We are all one under me. We're all created equal. We're all human. We're all free, says God. So I know what's in your heart. And I say to you today to repent before it's too late. And if you do not repent, says your God, I will shut you down. And those that are allowed to be open, says God, I give you over to your reprobate mindset. You will have four walls. You will have members, but my spirit will not be there, says your God.